Just reading your comments, Rob. Getting mighty angry there, buddy. I would go on. Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, feel free to join in if you want to join me tonight. The link is in the chat. And if you missed it, here it is again. So feel free if you'd like to join me and you got the means to do it. Camera and microphone, obviously. But cheers. Good evening, everybody. Oh, there. Right. Hello, Rob, my wingman. Not the usual show tonight. I'm sort of having the after effects, having my little toothy peg out. I've got a gaping hole in my jaw, and it feels like I've been kicked in the face by a mule. So I'm on the happy pills tonight, and I'm feeling fairly laid back, although in a little bit of pain. Excuse me, I slurp. So, first on, boom. First comment, best detectorist ever was Scott. Dirt Diggers UK, followed by Mud Max, metal detecting, he'll take silver. And then we've got Philip, Rob, Terry C. John Clayton. I'm going down an old list. And that is probably it. 8 on at the moment. So not expecting great guns. Yeah, I mean, I try and get the stuff sent out reasonably quickly. I have had the odd slip up where it's been a week, but that's more likely down to the post office, the temporary post office not turning up. We don't have we're so small and poor in Suffolk. We don't have a proper full-time post office. We have to have a temporary one, and that sort of pops up. Should pop up on a Tuesday and should pop up on a Thursday, but it doesn't always pop up. So when you go and turn up with an armful of goodies, you can't send them because they're not there. Detecting the Past, good evening. Northeast Searcher, good evening to you. And Swift Detecting. Gary, good evening to you, Gary. Nice to see you on board. Rob's got his sticker pack. I hope everybody's got their gear. It went out, whenever. Can't think straight at the moment because I'm on morphine. Not literally, but apparently the codeine, my dear old liver converts the codeine to morphine, which is a great. Thanks, liver. Treasure Quest Metal Detecting, good evening to you. Thanks very much for joining us. You're a new name. Hi, everyone. I'm a new metal detecting channel. There you go. I better turn that thing off. You don't want to keep saying that, do you? So Treasure Quest Metal Detecting, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Righty ho. Not really planned much. Might be able to do a few giveaways if you're nice to me. Need your pictures for next week for the usual format, if you don't mind. And mug draw, obviously, I'll put that through a ticker, I think, rather than hogging the screen. So righty ho. Get with it, Steve, for goodness sake. Thanks for the heroin pack. No problemo. The Dark Knight Detectorist, good evening to you. Giggity, 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 giggity. I can't do it. I know where you're coming from. Richard Sherwood Digger, good evening. Val, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Viber Detecting, good evening. So we've got the two winners on this evening. I was saying hi to everybody. So come on, anybody want to join me? Just click on the link. I'll repost the link. See who's brave enough to join me in the green room, and you can have a chat and talk to people, and people can talk to you. Treasure Quest. So can I come on your show one day? I've only got 65 subs. They'd come on if you have one sub. If you want to come on and you got the means to do so, camera and lights, action, and everything, by all means. We've got an RR turned up. Haven't got a clue, but he's wearing a decent bit of apparel. God, you've grown some whiskers round their face, mate. God, dear, oh dear. So anyway, anybody can join. I'm not worried if you got 6,000 subscribers, one subscriber. Just click on the link, maximum of 6, and we've got a famous person in the green room. He's a real big YouTuber, and you'll all know him. And here he is. Thank you very much.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
Hi, mate. How are you? Let's try and get this sorted out. What a fine looking patch you've got.
Isn't it, eh?
It's good, mate.
I can do that.
Oh, right.
Ooh,
nice one. Nice.
Oh, hang on. Should put you on a wonk.
Other way round. Difficult. Just turn it round so the black side's facing outwards. Yeah, don't do that, mate. That'll make the old marble roll round and round and round and round.
So you're tripping out at the moment then on the old happy pills?
Well, they only give you 3 days worth. They say don't you take them for more than 3 days. You'll be addicted to them. So I bought 2 packets. I went to a different pharmacy and got some more. So I'm all stocked up. Yeah. That's weird, really. I mean, sometimes you'll take them and you're really zoned out and you're like dribbling, staring at a doorknob. And other times it doesn't do anything and I've still got a painful gum.
Welcome to my world, bruv. Pom. That's not addicted to bleeps.
Addicted to bleeps, right? Yeah.
Come on, Pom. Get your ass up. I haven't seen you like in real for ages. Ages and ages.
Just turn you up a bit, Rob, because you're a bit quiet from my end.
Am I?
No, it's probably me not turning my volume up.
Probably. It's all your fault.
Oh no, it's always my fault, Rob. No worries about that. So, Detectable. Apparently, spring Detectables are in June.
Mate, all I've seen on Facebook, I hate to have a go at you, but I do enjoy having a go at you. It's like John put up the link and that's saying, spring Detectives on. They haven't updated the website of that. They'd only just let people know spring Detectives on so-and-so day. And then you're on there. Right, spring Detectives this day, but it clashes with this day, and it's summer this day, and the other day. Oh no, I've got it wrong. Hang on, it's this day, and I'm like, you misinformation, mother.
Well, you got to do a bit of miss, mate. A bit of miss. No,
I'm like, why are you getting involved? You rectons. It's off.
Well, why don't they just put it on the goddamn website? I mean, it's easy. It's in May at the moment on the website.
It's June the 12th, isn't it, or something like that?
And then they said, yes, on June the 12th and 13th, and then they say the summer one's on the 12th and 13th of September. Well, that's a Sunday and a Monday.
Well, the September one isn't a summer Detectival. That's the main Detectival is September. But you put summer, and they were putting on a summer one, so it put even more confusion in there. I was like, he's going on about a summer Detectival. And I don't think they're having it. This, you know what I mean? I know the main one's going to go ahead, and I know spring is going to go ahead. All I'm thinking of is, it's going to be one of the early ones, as such. One of the how's it going to roll? It's going to be so weird compared to like the last ones. I met up with 10+ people. We all camped together. We got Pelican, right? Every morning, man. I don't eat breakfast in the morning. I'm too getting over the night before sort of thing, and I'll just sit there with my cups of tea and slowly smoking my way up to reality. And you got Pelican, sausages, bacon, eggs, beans, all the stuff going, and it's like, all right, who wants it? You know what I mean? And it's like, can I touch his COVID sausage? I don't know.
I don't know, mate. I mean, that's going to be strange because you're not going to get anybody from outside of the UK, are you?
Well, that is not going to be a terrible thing, is it? With some of the dickheads that come from France and Belgium. I mean, some of them were brilliant. They were great. But then there was last time with the aggro with a thieving little pikey bastard that was doing stuff and that there. That's Brad's in the house. Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Super famous YouTuber. He's on YouTube, do you know?
Oh, he's more famous than everybody's more famous than me.
No,
I won't name a nationality what kicked shit out of my gazebo and broke it, but they're not going to be there this year.
Yes, I am.
You kicked shit out of my gazebo.
Well, that'll do something.
I won't say what they threatened to burn, but that's there you go.
Oh, the famous flag burning.
Yeah. What didn't happen?
Was it the Frenchies?
Yeah. Unfortunately, all we had was a bit of barrier tape between us and their camp.
Yeah. Well, you should have joined the Rob Random camping section, mate. It was exclusive,
2 rows
VIP.
back, 2 rows further back, not have been there.
It was funny when we rolled in and just rolled past everybody, sort of like all carloads of us. The security was sort of like, are you? Yeah, we got like VIP tickets, mate, and then half of them didn't. And it's like, well, show, it's fine. Yeah, we'll be fine, mate. Just boom, put foot down, drive across the field. I'm all right. This is about middle, and that's good enough. You're not too close to it all kicking off. No. And you're not too far away that you can't stumble back. So we had a really cool little spot. I remember we don't chat much now, or at all. We fell out. Old Jeff.
Oh, right,
he's probably in there. He's probably in there hiding somewhere. But he had major hassle with the Frenchie that nicked the phone of some bloke, and then that got under his skin, and he went proper hunting for, and did sort it out. Fair play on him. He's a little pit bull. This is probably why we bashed heads a little bit. He has some strong opinions.
Right, recapping or lifting everybody out. Aaron, good evening, mate. Who else? Second part, I said John Clayton, Pomsey we mentioned, Campos, Floridos. Detector. I can't even say that with my happy pills, so I'll leave that down to Rob. That's Brad. The Dark Knight I've mentioned. I think that is about it. So we've got 24.
I'm just having a read back on some of the comments. Got to catch up because there's a right bunch of knobheads in there at times.
Oh, no, it's just you and me. I missed all the comments.
That wallpaper reminds me of the stuff on the walls of the Rovers Return pub back in the 70s. Cheers, Jace. That's quality stuff. Expensive, mate. Pom had an email a couple of weeks before, and they let it slip that the spring detectable was going to go ahead.
Yeah.
He did share that, and we were sort of like, it was very much like, yeah, really? Is it? It didn't want to get the hopes up, sort of thing. But yeah, if spring's still going ahead at Henley, that's the closest one to me. That's like, even in my van, that's only sort of 35, 40 minutes away.
Oh, cool.
So proper, I'll do. Yeah. Hello, Ed. Old hop along Ed's in the house.
Oh, Treasure Ed, good evening, mate.
Scott's in.
I think the main one, not the summer one, is Wiltshire, isn't it?
Well, I think so. I mean, last time it was Oxford.
Yeah.
So, but they did say it was going to be on new ground, last year or whatever. I'm just trying to remember where was the summer one that they was going to put on in Wales. Because there was going to be spring detectable, a summer detectable, and then the main detectable. Right. So I take it the main one, if that's in Wiltshire as well, then that's well close to me. Again, hour away, sort of thing, just straight up the M4. We're in. So it should be good. So after party at my place. You can come and trip out with the wallpaper with just,
Diggers, Dirt Diggers UK, 24 awesome people, only 9 thumbs up. Well, that's not really good, is it? Have a decency to put a thumb up.
Pom.
Oh.
Yeah, Pom just said it was Wales. So the summer one was going to be Wales.
Yeah.
I've got tickets at the moment. See, I ain't got tickets for any of the Detectivals. We got given the VIP ones. God knows if we're going to get that again for these. Last time I paid for my spring Detectival, I bought the ticket when it first got announced and was doing a bit of sort of advertising for them and that. And hopefully that all helped with having a good time there and that. And the videos that everyone puts out that all look great. It's made other people like, oh yeah, I want to come along and actually meet some people that you chat to on air and watch their videos and stuff. And it's certainly.
Don't you think that's a bit close for getting organised with the traders and stuff? I mean, now it's June, but these things do take a bit of planning, don't they?
I don't know. I mean, everyone's going to be chomping at the bit, aren't they? Because they haven't had anything to do for a year. I mean, work from home and all that sort of thing. I should imagine there'd be quite a fresh sort of like upbeat feel to it. People getting out. I mean, I'm crapping myself at the moment. I literally had my letter yesterday saying, right, ring us up, book your COVID. And it's sort of like, oh, shit, I need to get it done. But at the same time, I watched another YouTuber, Urban Stealth Campervan Man, and he has quite a few health problems and stuff, but he had his done. And now he's got this, he said it's like having someone teabagging you on your shoulder. He's got this lymph gland that's come up. And I'm sort of like, do I need this shit? But at the same time, I want to get out there. My parents have both had the shots. One was one type, one was the newer one or whatever. No problems whatsoever. And I mean, they're nearly in their 80s sort of thing. And so to be safe, it'd be better. I'd feel confident then to give you another super Rob Random hug.
Yeah, okay. I've got someone else in the green room and I've ignored them because I didn't realise they were in there and I didn't hear anything. So without further ado, we'll bring in Treasure Quest. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. Looks like some sort of 1970s sort of, I don't know, special effects, what he used to use on top of the pops. Hello, Treasure Quest, you're on. Yeah, Treasure Quest, my arse.
Don't you know this is Brad's new channel?
This is my new channel.
Oh, right.
He don't keep up to date, does he?
Look, mate, I'm useless. On happy pills. I can't keep track of things anymore.
I'm on happy pills too.
We have to swap happy pills.
I've only got one happy pill left.
If I'm talking quietly, it's because the kids are in bed, so I don't want to wake them up.
Ice cream, kids! Ice cream!
This is my new channel just for metal detecting.
Ah, right. Here we go then. Here we go. Treasure Quest.
I want to be just like you. I want to be just like Steve Sifter.
Ah, you don't want to be like me, mate. Nobody likes me. That's Rob Random. You got to be like.
I won't wish that on no one.
Well, being Rob Random or me?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose both no good situation, is it?
We're talking about kids. I managed to get the youngest one back at primary on Monday. She's settling in quite nicely, and the big one has got to go in tomorrow. We've got to drop off at 10 for a up or down the throat first. Don't do your nose first and then your throat. That's never a good idea. Do your throat first and then your nose, and they're going to test everybody. And
why have you got to do it like that? Jesus Christ.
I just watched myself on a playback for about 9 seconds. I've just seen what I've done, so Anyway, I'm talking about the
new meme.
Up my nose job. Yeah, thanks very much. Right.
Oh.
Yeah, hi, Treasure Quest. You're much better than that, Brad, isn't it? You know what I mean? Cool.
Yeah, I can't see the comments. I have to click off the screen to go to the comments to see it.
You on a mobile, Brad?
In the StreamYards, You should have
I click chat, but when I click chat, it shuts everything else down and just shows the comments.
That's because you're a northerner.
Brad, you should have called yourself Brad's Treasure Quest.
Talking about the jabs, Rob, I was crapping myself because I was going to have the Oxford, and a couple of friends said I had really bad man flu for like 7 years afterwards. And I thought, oh, bloody hell. But in reality, I had a numb arm for about 2, 3, 4 days, a bit of a headache and a bit of I feel knackered for about a day, and that was it, mate.
I'm hoping so, because like I said, my parents had absolutely no problems. I've got fairly good genes on that, but then again, I've absolutely wrecked my body over the 50 years I've been here, so it's a bit of a fucking mess. A bit of a mess. And so I'm just hoping, because I had quite a lot of illness this last year, and I'm just hoping, because I'm better at the moment, and I literally every day I'm sort of like, am I going to be ill today or going to be good? So I could really do without it. But at the same time, I want it done just because I'm sure they're going to put sort of like things forward. Unless you can prove you've had the jab, I reckon there's going to be certain things you can't do.
Yeah, because you get a little card saying I've had the jab and a little sticker and a bit of a sweetie, so.
Yeah, well, someone will
how's
sell
your
them
vagina, Rob?
What?
How's your vagina?
It's damp and a little bit moist.
Is it still open?
See, that was the thing. It's all healed up now. It reinfected. It reinfected a couple of times. I had literally a massive gash, as we know, under my arm, and for literally the whole year I was on antibiotics and trying to heal up and everything, and then it reinfected and more antibiotics and all that shit. And eventually it's gone now for the last couple of months. But I've said that before, then all of a sudden, there's a little lump again. And it's not good having a lump under your armpit, because it's straight away you think, fuck, I'm going to be dead of cancer in a couple of minutes. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I'll start again. We're all right. We're past 9 o'clock, isn't it? It's fine.
You can't fucking swear on Steve's.
No, you can't. You can't.
I've been doing so well, but then I get into something and it just sort of falls out. I can't help it. I might go.
Terry says, Brad, why have you put on a sexy voice?
Why have I put on a sexy voice? I'm just trying to be quiet.
Low tones.
I'm just going to sum up the level of boredom that me and Mr. Sifter's got. The highlight of our month, as after we dropped Evie off at high school, is nipping over to a place and picking up a fence post so I can repair a fence. That's going to be the highlight of our month.
Mate, I expected something far dirtier than that. I really did.
No, that's yearly, Rob, if at all.
Birthdays and Christmas, yeah.
No.
And the missus gets a rabbit at Easter.
Not going there. Right, future bleeps are in.
Who else is coming? Who else is coming?
You down fast, Rob.
He did, didn't he? Aaron, get Aaron in. Aaron is like super fan. He's going to be like, wow, busting it up in the world of detecting. You see how fast that man's growing.
I'll put the link in the chat, so hit the link, Aaron, and join.
Get in your cupboard.
6.
I want Aaron to come on. Come on, Aaron.
Because I'm a tight git and not paid for StreamYard, we can only have 6 people on at a time.
Have you watched my latest video, Steve?
I haven't, mate. To be honest, I've been out of touch for the last 2 or 3 days since I had my tooth done, and they wouldn't let me have my tooth back. I was so high off my tits.
I'm here back and they virtually every week, like for free, for Christ's sake. I paid to be here half the time, and you can't be bothered to watch a 5-minute video and give it a like.
I've not even been watching.
No, I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I'm going to ban you and boot you from my channel just because. Right. Oi, don't swear.
That's well.
Oh no, sod's all right, isn't it? I forgot.
I think you can say sod because that's a bit of a turf thing. We've got somebody else in the green room. Bring him in a minute. Flip Wheels cartoon strip. Little John Metal living the dream. Am I?
Rob would be an unofficial Rigton's. What's that? I'll be anything, mate. I'll be anyone's bitch for a fiver. Unofficial Rigton man. Oh, I've got a CMD cat.
Did you know I'm getting sponsored by Registon?
Who's Registon's?
Not really.
Right. Michael is in the green room. We'll just bring Michael in. So no cussing, please, because he's in Canada.
Michael? Oh, Canadians, they hate me.
Hey, Michael.
I wouldn't hate you at all, sir.
Hello, Michael.
Hello. You guys were talking about the situation. Oh, well, it is a big, huge situation with COVID-19. Where I am, we haven't got the needle yet at all. Because we don't have an area to go to. And unfortunately, my parents and I, my parents can't get sick, but I cannot get sick because I have Witten syndrome, and unfortunately, my health is very short health. My immune system is very bad, so I can understand that everybody is having problems with getting the needle and getting tested and everything, and it's very difficult for people like me because I think that my parents have told me like elderly people and then disability people are at the bottom, so that's why people with disabilities here in Canada are not getting it until later, like way
Really? Well, that's totally different to the UK because it's basically all the old people like Steve and disabled and flids like me that are being offered it first of all because we're most at risk. So Canadians sucks, man. That's just wrong. The most vulnerable should be first, and then going down. They reckon the least vulnerable is children, and so at the moment they've just sent all the kids back in England. Luckily, my girls are in Wales, and my youngest has still got the option to work from home, and she is taking that because it's like I said, you'd do anything for your kids. You'd take a bullet for your kids, wouldn't you? But it just seems like the government are sort of like saying to us, bosh your kids out first. If they don't die, you'll be all right. They won't bring it back to you, sort of thing. And it's like, it freaks me out that it's so obvious what the people in power want, and that's to keep the country going and keep the money coming in from the people that are working, can work, and are needed. I mean, if we'd have shut the country down properly to stop all this, then there would have been a lot of proper food, like not just bog rolls going out the door. It would have been proper preppers would be okay, and the rest of your tough shit you should have you know what I mean? We told you it was coming, the end of the world. You know what I mean? You dig an hole in the garden and put cans of soup in it. It does annoy me that the government sort of like, yeah, kids go back. I look at the scenario, okay, my kid goes back. Say she catches it, then they come up to see me, I catch it, I give it along to my parents. You know what I mean? And it's sort of, at the moment, the situation, none of us have got it. We've restricted how much that I see them just because of the whole situation out of choice. I don't have to. I can literally drive up the Wales and back and have no problems. If I want to go out detecting, I can drive to wherever. I ain't got any permission, so it'd just be driving a Nighthawk. So yeah, a bit dodgy. But I can still drive because I've got a disabled badge. And if you've got a disabled badge, that means, obviously you've got problems getting about. So I can still go and drive it, but I don't. just because, you know what I mean? I want this shit to be over so we can get back to normality.
Yeah.
But a lot of people nowadays are so, because of the internet, and it's like, oh, I've got people on mine that have sort of like, oh, this is all bullshit, this is this is that, and the other. And it's like, right, but you've already said that you was really ill back then, but you're fine and you're young and everything. Like so you just don't give a shit about anyone else.
No.
You know, it don't matter if it's my parents or someone else's. It's still, you know, it ain't a good way to go. If it's, you know, like what they say, it affects your lungs. The worst possible way to die, so people have said, is drowning.
Yep.
Now, if you can't breathe, that's pretty much paramount to drowning. So it's not a good way to be going.
Right.
So, you know, people just fucking grow up and think about other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say that now at my age, but then when I was in my 20s, I'd have probably been out being a right twat.
Well, just to butt in here, we've got another famous YouTuber in the green room, and without further ado, we'll bring number 5 in. So we've got one space left for anybody else who would like to join the stream. And our famous YouTuber tonight is...
Hey! I'm going.
Yeah, it's the egg box. Woohoo!
It is.
Egg box?
I'm in the egg box, yeah. Everyone all right? Everyone good?
Yeah, we're good. You're tad quiet, Aaron.
Yeah.
Am I?
It's probably Steve's end, because, you know, Steve's just...
No.
It depends. Hang on, is that any better?
Well, put it this way.
Here?
Rob's level is here, and yours is
Yeah.
down here somewhere.
Oh!
Oh, crotch picture.
He's wearing pants. Oh.
Hey!
I'm trying to move me. I'm doing this on my iPad, and I'm just trying to get good sound on the mic, but it's obviously not working so well.
It sounds fine, but it is a little bit low. But unless if Steve turns the rest of us all down to your level, and then people can use that thing called a volume button. I hate it when people moan that it's quiet. You sound sexy as anything, Karen.
Yep.
Do I? Thank you, Rob.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm not standing up. I can tell you that much.
Ugh, we don't want to know.
So,
Hi, I'm from Ontario, Canada. Just to clarify that with the new person that just came in.
Yep.
Hello, Canada. Do you know what? I'd love to live in Canada. I've heard a lot of nice things about Canada.
Canada's great. Just Canadians are a bit dodgy.
Oh.
I've got a lot of family in Canada.
Really?
Yeah. You know, when you do the whole family tree thing, a lot of my family name are out in Canada, and it's like, wow, cool. I'll have to, at least I know if I go out there, I've got somewhere I can stay.
Put it away, Brad.
What have you been eating?
Oh my god.
I was kissing Rob.
There'll be plenty of time for that at Detectable. Especially if he passes out in his tent again like he did last time and he's out cold.
There's a couple of videos of that out there somewhere, aren't there?
Yeah.
I remember waking up and seeing Jet Ski John going with his phone, and I'm like, I'd literally fallen asleep, and I would chat about that size. My hand was there. Luckily it had gone out, but yeah, I was just.
Yeah, and it was while you were like, that you got teabagged, but I don't think you saw that video.
Mate, I'd love to see that. I could revisit that moment.
I still can't believe it was all over Sifter's car.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys know where Barrie, Ontario is.
Over the other side of this great big pond thing.
That way.
Well, I'm close to it, like 37 miles away. So we had a situation in Barrie, Ontario, that at a retirement home they had 65 people with COVID-19, and it was completely big, huge outbreak. So the government was discussing about completely blocking the town, like shutting the whole thing down to have it quarantined. So the government was like talking about this, and the politics people were talking about this, and our I forget what his name is, but he came out and he was like, "We're not going to do that. We're not going to like completely shut down Barrie, Ontario. It's going to be fixed. Everything's going to be okay and everything." So weeks and weeks and weeks passed by, and elderly people died, employees died.
Wow.
A lot of other people died from it. And it's been very, very bad. So I guess do you guys have colored zones?
No, we're quite interracial nowadays.
No, like, because where I am, Barrie, Collingwood area, and
We're not
Sound,
allowed to see colour.
So we're in a red zone area. So there's different kind of rates of zones that you can do stuff in, because the red zone, that all the stores are closed, all the restaurants and everything are shut down. You can't go out without appointment, or with, like, if you go out, you have to like have an appointment, or getting food, or taking your dog out. That's the basic of the whole thing. In the situation, like another place, they have restaurants opened and stuff like that, but they're still in a lockdown area, but you still can go out and do stuff. But it's been hard for everybody because a lot of people are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, like wearing masks and everything that they supposed to.
I love this mask thing. You can go and rob any place now, and it don't look dodgy at all. And mate, for my industry, top.
Like, Michael, we used to have tiers, but now we're gone. We're supposedly in a full national lockdown. But if you look outside, you wouldn't think so, because life's still going on. So, and we still get people who won't wear masks and won't obey the rules. So anyway, let's move on to something more lighter, shall we? Will you stop fingering me?
I'm up to the second.
Has anybody been out doing metal detecting?
Sorry?
I haven't heard anything about metal detecting for months. So,
well, let's try. I'm getting fingered by Aaron. Let's just try and get back to the subject of metal detecting. You talk, Rob, while I look at the comments.
Huh? Well, I got to talk.
Yeah,
Aaron, you remember that potato video?
Yes.
Yeah, just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is anybody planning on getting out at any point this week or this weekend? And if you are, where are you heading? Are you heading out
week.
I'm waiting to get the kids back to school. Once the big ones go back Thursday, and then I'm going to go out.
Right. I might be going Blackpool next week.
Oh yeah, are you meeting up with Luke?
What day?
I hope so.
What day is it? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Oh, who's echoing? Who just took their microphone out, headphones out, or something?
I'll blame Brad.
I think it's Brad. He's twitching around there. Have you finished?
Yeah.
No.
No. It's all good now.
So yeah, are you meeting up with Luke?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, Rain.
Rob's
Congratulations.
still ill, so he won't be going out anywhere.
I'm always ill. Well,
And I don't
it's
think Michael
stonedness ill.
Silver?
You can't even see it, man.
Oh, Scott's out tomorrow. He's going to hit that cut again where he's got that Roman from.
I can't believe that. If you haven't seen Scott Dirt Digger's latest video, go over
Unreal.
and have a look. Roman coin off the beach, stunning.
Makes you want to hate him, doesn't it?
Plenty of detail on it as well. Worth watching. Go check it out.
I think you've got a fairly good video, haven't you, Aaron? You found the best thing ever on beach detecting. I haven't watched it yet, but I will, honestly.
The old Dark Knight Detectorist, Jason. Steve don't watch anyone's stuff. Steve is the quintessential superstar.
No.
He's got the fans. He ain't a fan. He's got the fans. That is it. I wouldn't be here representing unless I just want to be connected to.
I've been off my tits for the last 2 weeks because of my teeth. All right, I'm on these. I'm having a job getting up in the morning. All right, let alone looking at videos.
Oh, God bless you. No, I know your pain, man. I know that pain.
See me home. Take your tooth back.
Oh, that was a gross picture. Why did you put that picture up, you sick bastard? That was.
Well, I'm suffering, and I thought I'd make some of you sick.
I literally see that picture. I'm sort of trying to drink a cup of it. The old shoulders went a little bit.
Who wants to see my toe?
No.
How's your toe now then?
Oh,
can I put a picture on it? How do I do that?
No.
Just flip the camera around.
Oh.
No, my toe's fixed now, but it wasn't.
Let me get some saliva
you can't
up.
share the screen. I don't think you can share pictures.
Talking about metal detecting.
I don't know how to do it.
Tidy, you remember the potato video, don't you? You love the potato video. Just saying.
Oh, what is Pettican on?
Yeah, I'll just set him on. I remember when he said he was like addicted to it for a day. Just saying.
Can I show a button if that's okay with you?
Huh?
Yeah,
what's
you got
okay?
a button. Let's have a look at your button.
A button. Yeah. Let's have a look at a button.
What the?
What is it then? Oh, that's a button.
1812 Canadian military button. So I found one of these, and I found 1812 good shot. But the strange thing is that 1812 never came here.
That's I'm reading comments.
Collingwood, on Sound, Midland, and Barrie area.
Jump from 1811 to 1813, or
wake up.
Are you talking to me?
No, we're just wondering why 1812 didn't come to Canada.
I don't know. Like we had they had a whole bunch of war around here, so we even have
I really should look into Canadian history a bit. I know America, we sort of like went over there like, oh look, shit, new place, cool, and that's how America was found. But I don't really know how then people got to Canada and started, because there's all the French idiots there and as well, aren't there? French sector and then English sector, gangster. But I want to just go to the weed sector. That's
well, we have a local museum that is based on complete the War of 1812. Like they made a museum that has all the 1812 war stuff and everything in it, and it's built on
Canada had a war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's built on an 1812 ship. Like it's completely around a ship that's from the War of 1812.
So who did they war with? Or was it like a civil sort of war, was it? I'm really lapse on my Canadian history. I just know you got like nice syrup. So
I think it's. I'm not gonna say the Civil War because I don't really know. Like,
you're Canadian. You're supposed to know this. I know all about my English wars. Well, I don't, but you know, I know a bit. I know we went to Falklands.
Well, I don't know.
To be fair, the English have literally warred with every nation and every country. I'm trying to think. Does it make sense that the English tried to beat up the French in Canada, sort of thing, just because we don't like the French and never have, and we've always had a little. Now we got a tunnel, so they can invade us any time. What the?
Yay.
Well, we're part English, part French.
So was it English and French against the Americans, or was
no? We were with the Americans.
You mother.
Yeah. So we
have him off. Just kick him off. He's like these dickheads that fruit. Those Americans that lobbed our tea into the harbour. Dodgy gits.
But the bad thing is they never say thank you.
But you got our queen. You still got our queen and everything, innit? So we must have beat your ass. Ha! We busted you up, boy.
We're under the crown, yeah.
This is history being rewritten,
right?
The random way.
Anywho, shall we move on? Thank you, Michael, for coming in. I'm going to let you go now, and we're going to get back to me and Rob taking the whiz out of each other. If that's all right with you. So, thanks, Michael, and
you wish, Rob. Bye.
Stay safe.
Take care.
Righty ho, metal detecting.
That was fun.
Let's
This is why we erased 1812. Google has all the answers. Yeah, but I mean, why ask Google when I can make it up myself? I'm just happy we kicked Canada's ass for a bit of fun. I don't know.
I'm sorry about that detour.
It's history, Steve. We're talking history on your show.
I know, mate, but that's all above my head. So
what isn't?
Thanks.
Sorry.
I mean, Aaron's gone. He was poking me. You know.
Oh, no more
Brad's
buttons.
Gone. Yeah.
I'm just catching up on the. Yeah, we always have good fun in your chat, but it's hard being on it and keeping up with the chat. I'm sure I'm having pee ripped out of me.
The trouble
Who
is,
else coming on? Let's get Tidy on. Yeah,
come on. I mean, I've just dropped the link in the chat if you want to take advantage of it. But I tend to stare at the camera because the usual thing people do is stare at the screen, and you're not looking at them now, are you? I'm looking at Rob.
It's difficult. I'm sort of trying to read comments, and then
so
you look
I'm
up
looking at the camera. I can't see anybody or the comments. I'm absolutely buggered.
I've got Terry head under here. Dodgy hair.
Let me go back here. There you
go. Did I see someone else in there? Suffolk Hunter, hello. BC Treasure Trail. Divvy, that's it. I thought I saw Divvy, and then it disappeared, and now it's back again.
Bludicus Detects. Jackie, good evening.
Chance in Martin's post on Facebook. It's only on every single thing. There's some poxy silver coin he found that he's well chuffed about. Mate, that's all I've read in the detecting Wild is Martin found a coin. Martin found a coin, and Martin found a coin.
I'm surprised Facebook ain't put him off the air for being a spammer.
Isn't it? Oh dear. He's gone about it now.
Has he found a coin?
I think so. It looked like half of it had been wiped off. It looked, nearly hedge fodder. It's only because it is actually silverish. I think silver and iron mix, I reckon. But yeah, he was a tad excited. There we go. Get Martin up. Martin, come up live.
The link is on.
Let's talk about caterpillars. I think only you will know the reference to that. So, what's happening in the world of Suffolk Sifter then? Didn't you have a new permission that you was gonna sort of try a while back?
Yes, I'm trying to spell something. That's be within a second. I can't do two things at once, like the wife said.
God's sake.
No, yes, I've got a new permission, and I've only been on a couple of times, so I've not really sort of sussed out where to go and where's good, what's not. The farmer's really laid back. He's bit of the old, and you can do what you like, turn up when you like, go where you like. No, not cocaine. A bit of the old, So when you seed, am I allowed to come on your fields when you seed? No, do what you like. You can come on the fields as long as you can swing your coil. I thought, well, that's waist tight, isn't it? So I said, what about me damaging your seeds and your plants? Don't worry about that. He say,
don't worry about my seed, boy.
what you've given me, I can buy another bag of seed. There you go.
Awesome. Well, hopefully it'll produce something.
Well, I just got trouble is with the homeschooling. Anything, if I disappear off, I get it in the neck for leaving Mrs. Sifter to do all the homeschooling. So I'm just, when they get back, I can then sneak out for a day or two.
Women, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Well, that'll be it. Drop the kids off at school, straight out to the fields.
Yeah.
Pick them back on the way up. Rob, you'll get locked up with that on your head. It's okay. It's. Oh.
Hey! Whoop, 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 whoop.
Show the bits to the
foxes, Robbo. How's the foxes?
Sifter, are you going to be camping with us then at Detectorist? You'll have more fun. That's from Aaron. And
yeah, thanks, Aaron. I have put some considerable thought into what I'm going to do if we ever go to Detectorist, and I do feel like
change, Steve. Jeez, you put thought into something.
I have the urge to camp.
You are very camp.
So I think I will be camping. Yes. So I don't want. But the thing is, I'm a bit worried about you lot.
We're all talk, mate. We're all talk. Nothing happens.
I don't want anyone creeping in my tent.
No one had to have like therapy. It was fine. It was all consensual.
So yes, hopefully I will. But
you see, while I turn up in a van, though, I can lock the door. At least I'll wake up by the time someone unlocks it, and that when I find. But I am one of the ones that will. This is the trouble, Detector. You have a laugh at that, and then it gets late, and then it gets later, and then you get the second wind, and then you're suddenly chatting, having a laugh at that, and you stop for a second, and the whole campsite is dead. There's nothing going on. Ooh. Or maybe we should get some kit then. What was it, like 4 a.m? Start getting.
Yeah, the trouble is last time I was with the extreme metal detecting guys, and some of us had a nice warm hotel with a running water and a toilet and everything. But you have to leave about 10ish to get to your hotel because they lock up about 10:30, 11 o'clock. So you do tend to miss out on the frolics and the goings on late at night.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the hotel you was at, you had a bit of frolic. So I heard Dawn was staying there as well.
Sid was there, one of them. Right, we've got a new person in the green room. He's given me the 2-finger salute. So without further ado, if I can get my mouse down. Welcome.
Who we got? Yay!
Hey!
Hey!
It's a potato.
Potato.
You got that reference then, Tom? I couldn't say any more, but I was like, oh shit! Oh, this is quality.
It's a really small screen, isn't it, on bloody mobile? Well, I'm on mobile. I can't see any text, so
It's because, as usual, you've got yourself up portrait and everyone else's landscape. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Now you're big.
You're big.
Right.
See,
Right.
Pom has his own little personal palace that he takes to Detectable. He got put in another set. He didn't follow it. He followed the rules instead of following us.
Right.
They was having a go like, no, you're a caravan. You get over there, and like literally the other end of the field. And it was sort of like, Pom, just get over it. Once you're here, there's like 10 of us against one security
I
guard.
think it might have stuck out a little bit, sort of like 20-foot long caravan next to a 3-foot long tent.
It'd have been fine. It'd have been fine. Could have used your toilet, your bed. Could have partied hard in your caravan.
Probably go to climb in the bed and see Rob Random's already in there.
I know someone that wouldn't complain. I can't even speak now. Hey, where's my ring?
Have you looked? Have you got a mirror and put it between your legs? Pull your cheeks apart. You might just better find it.
Mate, it's the only selfie I've ever taken.
No, I've got a coin for you. I just haven't actually got around to making it, Rob.
I paid for that.
You did pay for it, yeah, I know, and way over the top. I will make it. I had to send off to get a coin because you want a bloody full silver one. Because if anyone else wanted a ring, they would have had half silver. That's pretty much what I was offering. But no. Got to have full
Half
silver.
silver?
No, you didn't want half silver. That's
no, of course I didn't want half silver.
That's why I had to fork out and buy a bloody silver coin.
Exactly. When I melt it down, I want the purest that I can get.
Yeah, I'll probably make it this weekend if I get a chance.
Hi, Mark. The truth shall set you free. You have had my ring. I'm doing a Steve, just reading stuff out without filtering it. It's terrifying.
I can't see the text. So, I don't really come on these chats, do I? Really, not live.
When are you next out?
Saturday. Hopefully.
And whereabouts? Whereabouts are you going?
Can you guess?
Beach.
Yeah. That's the only place I can go. It's the beach.
This is the thing. All my videos and everything are generally on club sort of digs and stuff. That's the only time, I can go, or go down the coast and do a bit of beach detecting like I did in the van. But when I'm down there, I'm sort of like, it's worth staying a couple of days and doing a couple of different things, chilling out. But not allowed, are we?
No.
Soon.
Although I did release a video the other day, the weekend, Monday, Tuesday. I released a video, but I've got another one lined up. I've got some good stuff actually.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It seems all the beach detectorists are starting to kick up some, because Aaron's been banging out silvers and old stuff.
He got really hot spot, didn't he, Aaron? Did?
Yeah, really nice.
Real hot spot. And then Scott, Aaron, seen his Roman.
Mental.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that cut on Scott's bit, and he's like going along there. And it's like, Scott, you should, he's like, I went somewhere else. I'm going to go back to the car. And it's like, why have you gone somewhere else? Just get on, that's dug down a good couple of feet worth. And that's, what I mean, getting a whole another generation of coins.
Me is my new permission. I'll have to drive, and in theory, I'm not supposed to go out. Does
that work?
Yeah, it just sticks on, mate. It just sticks.
It don't want that. I have to balance it on there. Look.
Yes, Aaron, definitely come down to you. You're all that sort of east side, isn't it? And I did like that when I travelled around there before. I should have stayed longer around, or gone up around the other side of London, and But yeah, I think I've done about 3 days down there. I want to do that girl in Gap. What?
There we go. Look,
What do that?
Got to show my button now.
Girl.
Girl in Gap. She's dirty.
Berlin Gap. Berlin Gap.
Girl in Gap. It is girl in Gap, isn't it?
Berlin Gap.
Berlin Gap. I don't know. The bit that's
Berlin Gap you're talking about.
Yeah, it's all chalk and
Berlin.
shit.
Yeah, Berlin Gap.
Yeah,
I think it's Berlin Gap.
I don't know.
Where they had a chalk drop the other day. Yeah. Right.
Has that dropped? There was a big section of that was going to come down. Has it actually come down yet?
You could go down and look for fossils if you're into that sort of thing. Yeah, find some animates.
Oh look, Steve's got trouble. Behave. I'm going to be a good boy. Hello,
That's the
trouble.
older two, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the more well-behaved one.
Rob taught Amy and Evie all the swear words they know.
How did you say that?
Amy's the worst one.
The younger one, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. The bad
She knew a lot of words that I haven't taught them when that dog situation happened on your live. I was actually shocked, and that takes quite a lot for me to be shocked. I was impressed. You can sleep in the same bed Deep Digger Dan did. I wonder if it's got the same crusty sheets.
Let's see if I can see the chat. No. Oh, now what I've done. I'm like a Terry now. I'm pressing buttons.
More central.
Oh, what's happened?
It's gone. That's the off button. Oh, well, just me and you then, Rob.
Quality. That was nice. Well done, Pom.
Put all those filters on.
Don't stick that lolly on your dad's head.
Don't you dare. I've got actually, I need a bloody good haircut, to be fair.
Mate, you ain't seen nothing till you've seen what's under this hat.
We're getting rid of that tomorrow. I should go to school. So both of them are at school.
Oh dear. I'm not reading any of that in the chat.
Yeah, we'll come back and have some mummy and daddy time.
Huh? What? What are you on about? I'm reading stuff and
get the kids out of the house.
Are you enjoying going back to school, kiddie?
Yes.
I take it the teachers are much better than the one you've had over the last couple of months.
Yep.
Look out, come trouble. Come potty mouth. Potty mouth.
Hello.
Get back a little bit so you don't get too bleached out. That's it. Camera's there.
Oh,
I know.
You've been on
back.
Raz. You've been out drinking.
Done the Terry, didn't I? Press a button.
The wrong button. Don't press the button.
Don't press that button. It's red. It's throbbing.
Blow the doors off.
Oh, did you see that video?
Val says hi, girls. Yeah, I did see Dean's video. Yes, very good. I got all credit to him. I don't know how you put the sound effects on. It's brilliant.
This is Rob's cartoon video. We flick through the pages and wow.
Oh, he hasn't watched it, mate.
Oh,
he's not. He's not. He's like I said, Steve is not a fan. He is a star. Everyone is Steve's fan, but you don't get someone on his caliber of YouTube.
Oh no, that's
like being a fanboy to silly little channels like
that's like
mine and everything.
The bleeps to actually watch your videos, isn't it? To watch your videos and.
I know for a fact Aqua Chigga is in
the next.
I don't advocate violence, but please punch her in the face.
No, what I said was
headphones.
I normally do keep the breath videos, but I've been on my happy pills and I've not really had the focus and ability of my eyeballs, so I've not been doing much lately.
I bet you can't do it again as loud as you can. Your dad's here. Let's play Name That Tune. That was Amazing Grace, wasn't it?
Don't know.
It's not a recorder, is it? It's a lollipop.
It's a lollipop.
A lollipop.
What they
Yeah, you
call
made
it?
a mistake
Whistle
there, Steve,
lollipops.
didn't you?
Strawberry whistle.
You know, but what's it called? Is it just a strawberry
Lollipop?
whistle?
It's and it toot sweets.
Toot sweets.
Toot
Sweet.
sweets.
Toot.
Mary,
Sweets.
and that Mary Pop. No,
Toot,
Chitty Chitty
toot,
Bang
toot,
Bang.
toot.
No.
Yes, chitty bang bang.
Chitty
Philip
Chitty Bang Bang.
is
Chitty bang bang. We love you.
goodbye. Close.
I'll be right back.
Don't hit the
Right,
door.
so Steve, have you got a free ticket to Detectiveville, Spring Detectiveville yet?
I haven't got anything for any detectables yet, so I'm
Oh
not
no,
coming.
did Nigel not send you one?
Nah, you don't like
He
me
sent
now.
Brad one.
Send Brad one. Yeah. No, what?
Try to look if my hat is crooked or whether it's just me because I'm on one side.
Yeah, put a shoe on your head. I'll give you a like then.
No!
Attitude. Oi, young'un, do as you're told. You're a child. That's your father there.
That's you.
And
Oh,
you're
you do.
supposed to take note of what he says at all times.
No, don't do that, mate. That's the last thing they do. Be glad to get rid of them tomorrow.
You know what I mean? Born in the wrong
back
era.
at school, are they, Steve?
This one is. She started back Monday. This one goes tomorrow, but they're booked in intervals for their test with the down the throat, up the nose.
Okay. So what are you going to do with yourself? You've got like the whole day off now. No home tuition.
As I said earlier on, our main excitement for the month is going on from Evie's high school to pick up a fence post, so I can come back and fix a fence. That is the most excitement we've had for years.
I was meant to be getting some crisps.
COVID's only been around a year, mate. What's the excuse for the years?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll stand by that.
I'm not sure if B&Q's been shut for the whole year, is it really? Even I managed to build some stuff in the garden.
I don't know why is John typing.
Last time Steve had excitement, Evie wasn't about.
I've had two excitements.
Oh dear. Who said that?
So, girls, would you like a new little brother or sister?
Yes, little brother.
No.
Little brother.
A little sifter.
Child, because you always get ignored.
Oh, that is true. That is very true. The middle child is always the trouble one as well for some reason.
Mine, mine. Not yours.
No
Not your
younger
toy,
issues.
only my toy.
Oh.
My daddy. Steve's now my daddy.
Rob's my daddy.
Who's the daddy?
Shut that door!
Who's the daddy?
You just shut Frederick.
Right, buzz off, girls. Look, it's
Bye.
another 20 minutes. I want you up to bed because it's school tomorrow.
No, I'm washing my hair now. Oh my god!
You are owned, didn't you, mate? It's terrible having daughters. It's just like, oh, okay. If you had a son, you could just turn around and dead arm, just off to bed, you little shit. But with daughters, you can't really do that.
Put off bedtime, put it off. Like, look, it's 10:30. Go to bloody. Oh, I'm gonna have a shower. Okay, after your shower, yeah, but then I've got to dry my hair, and that's 11 o'clock. You think, for God's sake. I'll have the final laugh when I pull her duvet off tomorrow about 10 to 7 and wake her up.
And then, you'll get moaned at then, big sogs, are grumpy little shits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, 21 watching. John's typing numbers for some reason.
Oh.
John went to the council tip last week. That's a fun trip out.
Mm.
You could have stopped off at my house. I've got loads of crap to get rid of.
You've been making gazebos and shit over all lockdown, weren't you?
I did, yeah. But I've got loads of crap outside around the side of my garden now. And I made a mistake of deciding to clean my van out in lockdown. I must have ended up with about 10 sacks of rubbish from out my van. And I can't just get rid of them because it's not household waste.
No.
So I can't put it in a rubbish bag or in a rubbish bin. It's got to go and skip.
Slip a bit in every week, mate. You'll get rid of it.
I was going to say, just stick it in other people's bins. You go out bin night, when people put their bins out, I regularly go around and check other people's bins. Like, half empty. You're having, you're having the fridge. You can have that in there.
Radiator.
Thing, you get a skip, you get a skip delivered, and you wake up next morning that's full of crap.
Yeah, it would be around here.
Mate, I watched my neighbour when the neighbour downstairs pegged it, and they've been in redoing his whole flat up and everything, and the family got rid of like all furniture and stuff like that, and they got a skip. They put it out there, and then my neighbour turned up, and he's got 4 or 5 kids, and he sent them out there to go through the skip. So they went through it, half emptied it into his shed, and then filled it up with so much crap. It was unbelievable. It was just like, mattresses, all the usual sort of stuff. And then they turn up the next day and sort of like look at it and like, where did that come from?
What the fuck's gone on here?
Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Apparently we've got Cleggy on, but I don't believe that. But anyway,
Rob, are you behind all these dog nappings? Can you hear barking? What the hell? Cleggy. Oh, Jesus. I don't think he has Cleggy as his name, does he?
Nah. Anyway, I'll put the link on, so if anybody's brave enough, you can join right in.
Go on, Cleggy. Be brave. You know, me and Clegg are like...
Suffolk Hunter says,
like
what bucket list are you going for this year? What bucket list has Pomsey and Rob got on their list for 21?
Oh, who asked that?
Suffolk Hunter.
Well, I've only got one bucket lister that's been on my bucket list for years, and it'd be a Roman. I haven't had a decent Roman coin. Yeah, I'm not greedy. A silver denarii would be nice, maybe.
All right, mate. I've had. Well,
yeah, I know you have.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I've been lucky. Actually, I've been lucky because I found a bronze axe the other year, like a couple of years back now. I suppose. It's a plug.
Oh.
That's the original one.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll be back.
Rob has got a copy of that actually. And he's probably going to go and get it. Yeah. What else we found? Found a couple of hand grenades. That was pretty cool last year. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I'm going, well, one of the reasons why I'm going to like Detectorist and the Vets Rally is because it's better ground. We haven't really got much Roman round this way, so I haven't got much chance of finding it. So that's why I'm prepared to travel to see if I can get a Roman.
Yeah, luckily, I do get invited on some Extreme Metal Detecting UK's permissions, and in the rough Essex area, we're quite lucky with Romans. And there was one video which I pulled quite a few out, and they were just laying on the top of the ground. The farmer had done the headlands, just went around the headlands, and we just went.
Steward.
You were picking them up.
I've had one kind of grotty Roman. I'm not even sure it was Roman. Just a few other people said it was Roman. Yeah. I'm like, no.
I think I come away with 24 Romans and a Roman military ring.
That's Captain Caveman.
Ooh,
now you see what Rob's got. That's the original.
Yeah.
Well, I've got the original, and Rob's got. Now that's awesome. See, Rob's gone to all the trouble of actually making it into a proper axe, whereas I'm bone idle, and I even got a copy of myself. Look at that. Rob, we can't hear you. Or I can't hear you.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Is that because...
And I'm gone. Yeah, I was saying I ended up packing it with extra wood in the bit, but yeah, it was solid as anything in there.
Yeah.
I had someone on the video that I'd done, shameless plug, there is a video of this being made completely from stealing the wood from the forest to generally annoying Pom until he would actually make it. I had to buy tin.
profile site like that, Rob, take your hand away. Take your hand away. It's a flamingo, look.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a flamingo.
I don't know what flamingos make.
The same noise as the same impression as a sausage, Rob.
As his eye.
Oh yeah, well, you could draw a little eye on there, couldn't you?
Well, that's it. It's got
it
that.
Is an eye, isn't it?
That's it. That was one of the little indentations on it, and yeah, it did start splitting a bit. But I've put so much like seed oil or something. I can't remember what oil it is, but I just literally swamped it today. That's why it's gone that sort of colour. So hopefully, but I'm still planning. I need to go out and actually chop something down with it. But
I wonder if that's starting to split because you didn't season the wood first.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? How long could I make a bloody video for? Like, right, we're going to watch my wood season
for 5 years.
That's it. But,
no, that's really good.
I was quite chuffed with it, mate. I was well chuffed with it.
I should have one up on the wall.
I'll send it to you.
Instead, I've got a Pom Z.
Yeah, that's awesome. Who didn't you have another Pom Z thing?
I have, but I haven't made a video on that yet. I'm going to, along with Mr. Brad's Christmas card that I still haven't opened.
I ain't opened mine. I've literally got that out in a box. I actually put it in a box.
Here, I've got a special gift from Mr. Sifter.
Your golden shower.
Yeah. As close as you're getting a golden shower, mate.
That's it. All this COVID rules.
Let's go back at that.
Yeah, I suppose I'd like to find a Roma, silver Roma. I've not found any silver for Roma, so that could be. I could put that down on my list, I suppose.
Silver Roman.
I want gold.
You found gold at Detectorist.
Yeah, I want a gold coin, a gold ring. You know what I mean? People can find it. It was old. I mean, it was 1840s or something like that. 1850s.
Wasn't that like a belt buckle sort of ring?
Yeah. It
Where
was.
Oh, you ain't blocked it, and you still got it.
No, I've still got it. I was going to give it away.
I'll have it.
And then I thought,
give it away.
Screw you, cheap. I've got my 2 rings in here. That's my silver one that I found down on that beach just along from
Eastbourne.
Yeah.
Quite
a chunky one, that one.
Yeah.
And then that's the. Let me know when it focuses.
That'll never do it, mate.
It's actually quite small, isn't it? For some reason, I thought it was bigger than that. Or is it just you got incredibly big?
Well, you know, I've got fat fingers, but yeah, it's about I think, yeah. But I can't remember what it has got hallmarks, but I think I traced it back to about 1800 or whatever.
Dirt Flicker. I just stumbled onto this live stream. You guys sent me an invite to your Facebook group the other day.
Dirt Flicker.
Dirt Flicker.
What name?
I just wonder who that is. Dirt Flicker.
Oh, there's too many. It's like I know if I mention Digging Brit, it's whoever it is.
I wonder.
I'm surprised he hasn't appeared, but I did say.
Well, there's Plaggy, that.
That's it.
My lover.
I was going to say, where's the bloody mods? It's like, I am the mod. Let's have a look. Rob, where is the ring I sent you? That is on my youngest daughter's little finger. I think it was that it fit. I gave it to my youngest. So yeah, she's got the 1888 Jack the Ripper ring. So she was quite chuffed with that. My kids are into all the weird sort of like stuff, Harry Pottery type, and
what was the pattern on that?
It was what was it? What was it? Sixpence, not sixpence. It went to threepence.
Oh, it's from a coin.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Right.
It's, yeah, I want it on the auctions for old matey boy. That's like come from what?
That's like what?
I just have the scene out of Jesus Christ! Oh my God! I'm just flick. Yeah. We've all done that against a curtain sometime or another. Oh, what? Oh, jeez. Gotta watch what you say on these, isn't there? It's terrible, really.
Well, they're that in the actions. I mean, I caught Steve early giving it that. Was something to do with COVID tests.
Just set it straight off, wasn't it?
Did. Now, I saw Steve giving that. Well, he's a bit rich, isn't he? I just on 9.
This is why Steve's so popular at his podium at Detectorist.
Right, I'll stuck the link out, people. Let's see if we can get, because I'm a bit OCD. We don't need 3. I only need 4. We've got to have an even number. So come on, need another on live stream.
Why don't we get someone who's the guy that's on early? No, the guy that was on earlier.
Potato.
Potato. He was on before, and I seem to remember him from somewhere.
Yeah, that was when I'd done the potato vid. I literally was watching something else, and he was on, and I sort of recorded both at the same time, and it just fit. And he was it's the quality.
I've got a large 1834 button here.
Hedge fodder. 1800s, Jesus. Everyone that gets anything from the 1800s in the UK just generally sort of like, yeah, I got to.
Unless it's silver, and at least Lizzie first. I'm not really interested.
Unless you divvy, you get excited about any old silver coin.
Hi, boy.
Hey, it's better than butt flicker or nose picker. Right. Who's America's first serial killer? Oh, what? Jack the Ripper. But yeah, it was what was it? A Vicky silver shilling.
That's the coin was made from.
Has Martin found?
No, that's what the ring was made from. The coin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really nice with the 1888 on it or whatever. It's one of those years.
What size is it, Rob?
Fucking tiny.
How was it? Yeah, we have got like giant hands.
Well, that's it. It had to go on I think it was on the little finger of my youngest. I think it would have fit on my eldest as well. But yeah, it was definitely female size. It won't fit in on this chunky monkey.
No. Well,
which I'm so looking for. I thought I won't hassle him. I won't go on at him or nothing. I'm sure he just surprised me out of the blue but no, you ain't bloody even attempted to start doing it. Like more worried about a little bit of tip rubbish next to your house than you are about Rob Random's ring.
That didn't really come out, did it?
Maybe I should rephrase that.
YouTube had taken one of my videos down.
Have they?
Yeah. You remember the one I had Toya? And that was deemed I couldn't have that, so that's been took off here.
I've gone right off that Toya, use the sticky tape.
So I'm not bothered.
I might unsubscribe and wait for another decent video to come out. I don't
Surely it's
quite got the idea.
Fair usage. It's not like she ain't got a lot of user, is it?
Well, I don't know whether that is because it's her video or whether that is just the content of the song,
For them to take the video down, I'm not sure. Have I had a video taken down? So I've put videos up and been so hard hit by the copyright that it won't. You're not allowed to play it in like 262 countries. I don't know what country they'd actually left that you could play it in,
Yeah.
but it was literally 260 odd countries this cannot be played in.
No.
Terry C. Just reading that on the bottom, Terry C. Oh, shit, a plunger. Oh, dear. Is that one of your mates?
Terry has a high fibre diet, obviously.
Oh, dear me.
H.H. Holmes, by name of Herman Muggett. What are you on, Philip? You taking acid or something? Oh, that's the serial killer. I'll tell you what. Good old Sky and their criminal ID programs and like Homicide Hunter, I think it is, and all that. The amount of serial killers that America's had that you've never heard of and stuff, and like some proper messed up people. It's like, well, it's amazes me. Is even with the UK. I mean, we've had some messed up people that have been caught, but not anywhere near the quantity that America seems to have and continue to have.
You would think death row would be, you know, something that put you off being a serial killer, wouldn't it? Really? You're like, no, not in America.
No, you got to be proper nuts in it. But then I don't know. Easy to become a serial killer if you can get hold of guns.
We get a serial killer, Steve eating his Weetabix.
That's all I can eat at the moment, mate, in my teeth. I had a mold. I could just make Weetabix up of straws, but it. Craigie said, Toya would rather watch Mr. Random flash and skin.
So did that tooth because it snapped, didn't it, Steve? Your tooth coming out?
Yeah, well, to be fair, I was crapping myself going into the dentist, and
that's a bit embarrassing in the dentist, wasn't it?
Well, not literally, obviously, but I don't like needles, and
yeah.
And she numbed the gum up, and she came at me with a Bradle. I thought, what the hell are you going to do with a Bradle? And she was getting in there doing this business. I couldn't say what you're doing with the Bradle, obviously, but she said, I'm just loosening things up. Fair enough. Then you got the old pliers. And she was doing round around the garden with it, you know. I thought, well, just pull the bloody thing out. And she's just loosening that. And then she said, you might hear a crack. It'll be the roots. And there was this crack. The top broke off. I thought, oh, thanks a bunch. I've just got to get the roots out. I thought, here we go, major pain.
Ching, 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 ching.
She's got a pair of long-nosed pliers, and she went, pop, there goes one, pop, there goes two. I thought, how easy is that?
Just dropped a big plumbing toolbox down on the ground. Up.
I mean, how much of a psycho serial killer have you got to be to actually want to do that as a job?
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like doctors, surgeons. Surgeons are the worst. I had a surgeon describing that he said, well, surgery is just basically woodwork inside someone.
Woodwork inside someone. Yeah.
All the bone sawing. He was a specialist for like putting bones back together with all the pins and stretching bones and stuff like that with all this new technology. And but yeah, he'd get well into it, and he's like, you know, it's just like woodwork and a bit of metalwork and that, but it is literally, you know, any chippy could be a surgeon, basically.
I was working in a coroner's house, and the stories he was telling me would make you put me off my dinner.
Yeah. I used to work for a well-known fill supplier. You'd find them on the beach, beginning with S. That's not shit. And I was doing deliveries all around the hospital, the local hospital, and I was up this ladder, this tank, and there's a tiny little window well up, and I thought, that's high. So I was looking through this window, and he says, no, you don't want to be looking in there, mate. That's the mortuary. And I thought, there's this bloke lying on the slab with his chest all pulled back. I thought, oh, right, okay.
Oh, alien autopsy. Love it.
That's too bright. It makes me look orange, isn't it? So I've got a tan.
Well, you have got a tan.
I've always got a tan. I'm a dick. I would say spick, but I shouldn't say them sort of things.
I was going to say you got something inside you that was put there a few years back when great grandma and the Moors or something.
That was my
I
main
just looked at something go
concern,
brown.
Philip, that they would break my jaw, because I heard all these horror stories about if they pull wrong, they can break your jaw. So
here it is. I just noticed in the chat, obviously, it mentioned the name and it arrives.
Yeah, I saw her earlier, or him. Actually, I think it's a bloke.
Oh, it's always a bloke, mate. You know what I mean? Women don't waste their time with trolling and docs accounts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And if they do, then they are proper psycho bitches, so don't mess with them.
The thing is, did Dig Brit sub your account? No.
I don't know. Well, yeah,
we're not.
To be honest, I don't keep an eye on it. But
just got so excited when he had to extract some of my teeth. Why? They're gold.
Yeah. Treasure Head had a thing done, a procedure, and I'm pretty sure I know how they do that. But yeah, he is had some bone marrow test, and I'm pretty sure that is a what's it when they did a camera like type one? It's pinhole surgery or whatever it's called. So yeah, they go in little tight. You know what I mean? You hardly notice where they go in, and bosh, then they drill into you and take some of your
inside
marrow.
Literally inside, haven't they? So
yeah, they have to drill into your bone. Take it, then a nice big syringe goes in, sucks out some of the marrow bone. Sorry if you didn't know this, Ed, but yeah, that's what they've done to you. He said they do it in your back so you can't see them, and it's like, yeah, that's because I've stuck a pipe down in them. All right, drill.
Hand drill.
Like I said, it is literally woodwork. All surgery is woodwork. When all the metal plates and that I have, and all the screws and stuff, it's like I hope they didn't round them off.
I had many.
That's right. You got a lot of pins, haven't you, Rob?
Yeah, I've got it in my ankle, in my arm.
Is that why you dig such a big hole? Because your metal tech was right and go beep beep. But where the fuck is it?
Oh, mate, I've had it like yeah. Over near my foot. That's how I test my pinpointer. Is literally on my elbow or on my foot. I know, right? Yeah, titanium in there. That's I was always like, oh yeah, see what titanium sounds like. Find some sort of like nice base metals.
Yeah,
keyhole. That's it. Keyhole surgery.
That's it. I had to go in hospital and had some fluid drained off my spine. And that's quite awkward because you have to like lay on this table and they stick this needle right between the vertebrae and they say, don't move while I'm doing this.
Grillers and a missler.
So they take the fluid off and then they won't let you sit up for 24 hours. You've got to lay flat for 24 hours. Otherwise your head blows up or something. But that was not very nice.
No, so I had the old, when I had one of my operations, they done the needle in the back, epidural, wasn't it? And you have to, and Christ, the size of that needle, and they have you got the anaesthetist, and it's like literally you're in the cold room sort of thing where they give you a bit of happy juice and stuff. So you're sort of, I'm there joking as much as, you know, and like, oh yeah, you do it from behind so you can see me ass, is it? Whoa. And yeah, that needle sort of, and it goes in the back, and then they pump whatever it is in you. I mean, when I woke up, I mean, it's mad. I suppose literally from halfway down, I couldn't feel a thing. So everything was just, you know, there's no feeling in my legs, my dick, my ass, nothing. And that's weird when you like play with your own dick and you don't feel like you
can't feel it.
Yeah.
That's a rarity, isn't it? Like not.
That was it. But I moved about in the bed and it come out, and it was supposed to be in for sort of like a day or two, sort of thing, or whatever, or however long because they said you're going to be in extreme pain. And so when it come out, I was suddenly sort of like, oh yeah, this is getting painful now. This is getting, and then when it totally wasn't working, the doctors I was literally screaming in the ward. It was like I couldn't pass out from the pain, but I was trying to, sort of thing. And it was the worst pain I've had so far in my life. And I've had stones and everything, and even those, they were terrible. I was up for 3 days with stones, but it weren't like this pain that when suddenly no drugs whatsoever. And they kept on, I was like, they gave me sort of bits and pieces of different drugs, and it's like, so how's your pain now on a scale of 1 to 10? And I'm like, about 15, you fuckers, like, just, and I knew, I was like, give me some pethidine. Now I know pethidine like just knocks you out and gets rid of the pain, but they wouldn't. And then they started asking me like, do you recreationally take like heroin or anything like that?
Drugs.
Why is your level up here on like having pain drugs and that? And they were sort of like, can't understand it. And then they realised it had come out, and then they gave me so much. You can bypass those machines next year with the what's the morphine in it, with the morphine drip. Well, did have a nurse show me how you can actually bypass it, because they set it on you can have like 1 squirt a minute or whatever, and bypass that until I was unconscious. So I nearly OD'd in there. I was just going.
If you want intrusive surgery, a couple of years back, I had some tests done, and they shoved the fucking camera up my arse, basically, and it was like like a jet wash when it comes on a big roll. Well, let me roll back the dice a little bit. First off, you go into another room, get changed, and they give you a pair of shorts, and it's got a big split in it. Oh, it must be around the front, like a pair of skiddies, like a pair of boxers. But no, they've got to go around the back, and they wheel you in on this trolley, and you're sort of laying down, and before you even got to start introducing, mate, they're like, boom, straight in there. No hanging about. It was just well, really, because if you knew what was coming, you probably wouldn't let them do it. And if you ever seen them jet wash the drains, they've got like a big roller on this coil, and they keep going, and I think, where the hell's that going? And they're rolling it up, and there's a great big TV screen. And that's a little bit intrusive, that one.
That's what I had, mate. Before I had that operation, I blew up like a fucking balloon. I didn't eat for about nearly 3 weeks, I think it was, and I went down to about 9.5 stone, and I had a blockage. And so they done an exploratory, and I'm like filled up with so much wind, sort of thing. They were worried. I had to go in ICU for a couple of days, because they're like, if we cut you open, we're like afraid that you're just going to go pop. Literally like that. And it was, I left it so long, typical bloke thing. And so like, I'll be fine. I can't shit for like weeks. I can't eat. I'm literally dying in bed. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And then eventually went in, and that was close. They're like, you were like that far away, mate. I was in like the intensive care unit bit. There's some poor girl over the other side, literally dying every half an hour with her family round her, and sort of like coming back and stuff. I'm like, oh God. And I floated in the bath. That was how pumped up I was. And then they stick a pipe up your ass, and you watch it on the screen, innit? And they're like literally jet washing it in there, saying, did you take the enema thing before? And they're like, mate, there's not a lot I can do. And then and then they pop up into your stomach.
Mate, that is stuff is lethal. I don't know if you ever heard that, Steve, but they give you this stuff, and it's supposed to be orange juice flavour, but it's like drinking treacle. And the only best way I can describe how it reacts is if they cut you in half and you like a flip top lid and got a bucket and went, boom, and then it goes, boom, and you're clean inside, literally. Your insides are white.
I can show you mine one on the screen. I can, it's a barium tracer injected in my arm for an X-ray, but it ballooned up in my arm. I've had that quite a few times in hospital. In all the operations that I had, when they put the one in your arm, to then put you on a drip or anything like that, and the amount of times they've done injections, and you suddenly get this big whoop come up on your hand. That ain't gone in right, has it, love? They have to squeeze it back down as they're sucking it back out as well. That's the worst bit. And they wondered why I'm like real paranoid with needles. I don't like needles.
No.
Endoscopy. Yeah, that's the one.
And endoscopy.
And that's a
If you can spell that, you're pretty smart.
Yeah, isn't it? Barium.
Can you pronounce it? Don't spell it.
Yeah, I had to drink some of this stuff because they reckon I had an ulcer. So you had to drink this like milkshake, and you drink it down, and they took an X-ray.
Steve?
Yeah, how do you drink it again, mate? Watch yourself on the screen again. I
got the test done again.
I really didn't like the taste, but I carried on.
On the X-ray, and well,
the told you the milkshake,
whatever you crapped out just would not go. It's like concrete. Just sat there looking at you.
Elvis.
Elvis had left the building.
I think I can't read the bloody text.
Terry C said that he had one from both ends. And he's sure they met in the middle.
Right, we've only got 13 on now, so
I was going to say I'm just having a look, seeing what's going on the chat on there.
So,
oh yeah, everyone's having a good time in the operating theatres, isn't it? Jason's had to have I'm mate with who's had archive and like bits of metal where grinding and that, and in your eye, and you have to have a dye put in there so they can see it and then pick it out. How can you have someone like have your eye open? They'd have to knock me out. Oh.
I got a splinter in my eye once, and well, actually more than once. I've had it done twice. Use an angle grinder and a splinter in my eye, and they put your head in a frame and they strap you in so you can't pull back. So they have to get out of a needle, and they got this stuff that squirt in your eye. It makes it go numb. But the woman was so bloody messy, it went all down my face. I was like Steve, really. It was all, on one side.
Oh, dear. Oh, so rude. Yeah, I love it.
I was driving my lorry once, and with the window open in the summer, and some other lorry come the other way and hit my mirror, and the glass just exploded and went all over my face, and I had glass in my eye. And you had to go in a hospital, and they put this, as Scott says, this orange dye stuff in your eye, and that's like peel your lids right back, and you can't do nothing about it, and they're coming at you with these things.
Yeah, it can strap you in a frame, doesn't it? So you feel like you're in the stocks, and all you can see is a needle coming towards you.
Sounds like I went in hospital most of my life, but I had a bit of a problem swallowing once, and I wanted to put a camera down my nose, and the chair they put you in was up against the wall. The camera's coming at you and you can't get your head back. Got that one sorted out.
Trapture.
Summer is off. Thanks for joining us. It's off. Been fun, guys. Night all.
Clockwork Orange style. Oh yeah.
Right, I'm going to jump out and let you two carry on chatting, so I can read the text and catch up.
Well, probably
I'm going to jump out too and let Steve finish up and so. No, I ain't. Yes, I've done my job. That's it.
Me in.
Yeah, I was going to jump out.
I've got to get out. Get out. I'm stuck. Hey.
You're stuck. You're in Sifter's world now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's been fun, and I've been on for far too long.
But don't finish the stream. Just come leaving.
I could take
you. Gonna finish it because I can tell he's like, oh, I've got 13 in the chat. Oh, I better go before it gets to 11, and that's another odd number, and then I can't finish for another 15 minutes.
No.
What is it? 10:45. You could have finished now and not OCD'd, but you might have to go another 5.
And hit this button what says end broadcast now if you like. But no. Thank you very much, Rob. You're a lifesaver. Sorry
it's been emotional as always.
If we've upset anybody, I don't really apologise.
No, we're only having a laugh with whatever. Even the Canadians don't get upset.
Right, moving on.
Right. Take care, all.
Yeah,
see you later, mate.
Bye. Right, just you and me then. and I've just gurned and hurt my tooth, or me hole where my tooth was. I'm going to leave you to it, people. There's 16 on. I don't know where the other 3 have come from. We were dwindling down to 12, and suddenly we've got a few more. I'm going to cut you all loose now. Thanks, everybody, for being on and making the chat fantastic. I do need your pictures for next week, people. Any coins, any artifacts, please send them in to me. Email them would be best, and we'll go back to the normal format next week. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Pomsy. Thank you, Michael. And thank you, Brad, for joining us this evening. Much appreciated. I'm off. How many stitches? I didn't get any stitches. I just ripped this thing out, and there's like a fountain of blood. No, I didn't bleed that bad. But it's tender, you know. I feel like someone's kicked me in the mouth with I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I'm off. If you're going out, stay lucky, find loads of stuff, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks for the good, if maybe a bit disturbing stream. Yeah, okay. If you sent me stuff, hopefully if you've emailed it to me, it goes into a folder where I know I can find it. If you Facebook me, I have to physically download it and put it into that thing, so it's a bit too much for me. I'm getting old. Anyway, I'm off. Thanks again. There's 12 watching. If you haven't yet, stick your thumb up. I'm going to go across there to end broadcast. This is for Ian. The fingers for Ian. Thanks, everybody. See you next Wednesday, 9 p.m. UK time. Thanking you.